Welcome to our channel.
runningcompany.in.
It's all about running. This is Shiraz.
This is Prakhar.
Today's topic for the day is highly debated topic in the fitness industry, in the runner's world, is nothing but stretching. It's a lot of confusion and also a lot of scientific research that is happening in and around this topic, whether stretching is good for the runners, when, why and how. This is what we are going to discuss here today. There are many types of stretches, when you need to do it, why you need to do it, what are the benefits and what are the negative impacts of the stretching that you really need to know before you get into the stretching or before you start stretching. Before we dive deep into the topic, let us first understand the meaning of stretching. What does really stretching means?
Yeah, sure. So stretching is an integral part of a training. So stretching is a form of an exercise where a muscle or a tendon is deliberately flexed or stretched to form a felt elasticity or to get a comfortable muscle tone with an assistive or a non-assistive form.
As per my experience, it's very tough to run with the stiff or the tight muscles. Flexibility helps you to improve the range of motion. So whether you want to just maintain your flexibility, you want to improve your flexibility, or you want to stretch to recover, no matter what your goal is, I believe stretching has a lot of benefits and it is important for each and every runner.
So here we are going to discuss the 4 important stretches. So first is the dynamic, second is the static, third is the PNF and fourth is AIS.
All 4 are unique stretches. It needs to be done in a specific time and in a specific form. So first type of stretches that we are going to discuss and I am going to demonstrate some exercise is known as dynamic stretching. When it comes to staying injury free, functional range of motion is more important than the flexibility. That's where dynamic stretching or the active movement comes in play. I always involve dynamic stretches which are specific to particular muscle group. For example, ankle, calf, quadricep, hamstring, abductors, adductors. So I'll demonstrate few exercises which are muscle specific that you can involve in your daily routine. While performing a dynamic stretching, first and the most important part that you should be taking care is where the foot strike ends, that is at the feet. So the maximum pressure is on the ankle. So I would prefer starting a dynamic stretching by doing an ankle rotation. This is how it needs to be done. First is the flexion, dorsiflexion and the plantar flexion, that is toes pointing down and toes pointing towards yourself. You can do this movement for at least 20 counts and then you can switch over to the next leg. Once you have done this movement, you can choose to do the half circle or make an arc. Same, you can switch over to the next leg and then you can go into the full range of motion and complete the entire circle, clockwise as well as anti-clockwise. This is the first dynamic warm-up that I would include in my exercise routine before going into muscle specific. Then the next movement I would include is the walking sweep, that's what I call, and this is how you do it. Stretch. It helps you to stretch your calves, it will help you to stretch your hamstring and it will work on your ankle. While you're performing a dynamic sweep, make sure toes are in line, your spine is neutral and you look straight ahead at least 10 to 15 meters. Next muscle that you're going to stretch is the piriformis. This is how you do it. The last exercise that I always include is stride with lunge. Stand. You have to just make sure that the toes are pointing in front. Do not allow your knee to pass the toe level. Make sure the spine is in the neutral alignment and you're looking forward.
Now we're going to demonstrate the static stretches. So first stretch is for your quadricep. You're going to hold this stretch for 20 to 30 seconds. So over here you're going to hold your ankle, keeping your both the knees matching each other. Make your shoulder should be upright. I'll show it in the other way. So the next stretch is for your hamstring. So you're going to keep your stance a shoulder width apart. Make sure back is arched and it should be flat, a tabletop. Further you want to extend more, you simply just go down. You can even grab your foot. Or else you can just grab your ankle. The next stretch is the warrior pose. This stretch is going to stretch you for your inner and outer thighs, your groin region, your hip flexors. We'll start by taking a lunges position. So make sure you're pointing one foot straight and the other foot at 90 degrees. So make an angle of this and just start pushing your knee forward. If you are comfortable in this position, you can extend for the more further way. I'll show you to the other side. First you hold the basic one. So the next stretch is for your shoulder girdle. So simply just going to cross your fingers. Make sure your elbows are straight. Roll your shoulder out, drop it down and slowly start bending forward. If this is quite comfortable for you, you can go furthermore. Now we're going to demonstrate the third stretch, that is PNF. As I said, we need a training partner over here. So now you're going to start with a hamstring stretch. So slowly you're going to lift your partner's leg. Make sure the knee is slightly bent so that you first give him a proper warm up. So simply you're just going to start pushing the ankle towards your side. Repeat this for 5 to 8 times. As your partner is comfortable with the range of motion. For the deep stretch, you can even go up and hold for 20 to 30 seconds. So next stretch we're going to show you for your quadriceps. So make sure your training partner is lying down in your belly. Make sure he keeps his palm under his chin so his upper back is comfortable. You lift his ankle, match out both the knees. With you holding your ankle and the other hand on the knees, slowly start pressing towards his glutes. This is the same thing. If the muscle is warmed up, you can hold this for 20 to 30 seconds.
Active isolated stretches can be performed muscle specific. The first exercise that I'm going to demonstrate is the single leg stretch. It's a simple exercise that you just need to pull your thighs towards your chest. Only keep one thing in mind, that your shin should be exactly in the right angle. You need to lie down comfortably. Start with right leg. You're not holding the stretch for any longer than 2 seconds. Just try and maintain the position of the shin to 90 degrees. Do this at least for 20 counts and then switch to the next leg. If you think you are able to do this stretch comfortably, then you can choose to go deeper into this stretch by pulling your ankle and pushing your knee at the side of your chest. This is how you can go deeper into the stretch. You can switch to the next leg and try the same. Once you're done with the single leg, you can try the same stretch with both the legs together. It works on your hamstring, it works on your glutes. If you're comfortable doing this stretch, you can go deeper into the stretch by holding your ankle and pulling it near your chest. Once you've done the stretch, you can choose to use the prop to do the hamstring stretch or the adductors. I will demonstrate how to do those. So the first stretch, I'm going to use the yoga strap. This is a nylon material which I don't like the most, but the advantage is it has a small loop which exactly hooks to your foot, and you can just lie down, hold, go deep into the stretch. If you think this is a bit difficult, you can always fold your leg so that the stretch becomes a bit easy and you can get the better range. If you want to intensify the stretch, make sure the other leg is totally extended and perform the stretch. To perform the next stretch, I would use again a yoga strap. The advantage of this is it has a little bit of elasticity. So as this is elastic, it is most beneficial for people who have a less range of movement and they are just beginning with the AIS stretches. If you feel this stretch is too intense, you can always fold your leg and do the same. In this case, we are isolating the hamstring and the quadricep is contracting. So it is lengthening the hamstring and strengthening the quadricep muscle. Involving stretching routine in your daily regime will help you to improve flexibility. It helps to improve the blood flow. It will improve the range of motion. It will help you to move easily. It will relieve you from aches and pain, specifically back and knee. It is a great stress buster, and above all, it helps you to calm your mind. Hope you've liked the video. Do give us a thumbs up. Do subscribe to our channel. This is Shiraz signing off, runningcompany.in.
It's all about running.